And greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I am the Crypto Crow. It is Monday. What else is today? Today is my big birthday. Yes, I am another year older. I always get super weird around my birthday. I don't know why. I'm not quite sure what it is. I think it's just getting older, not feeling as accomplished as maybe I want to be. I don't know what it is, but I get super anxious and super testy and just really weird. My wife took me to Miami for the weekend. We had a great time, and it was fun. It was a good time, and she unfortunately had to fly back to Puerto Rico Sunday because we're still trying to ship our car back. Because unfortunately, Puerto Rico makes it virtually impossible to ship a vehicle off the island, and so it's like this huge process, and you only have a few days to do everything, but everything you need to do takes forever because nobody does anything the way they say they're going to. Nobody returns phone call. I mean, it's a complete cluster, absolute cluster. And so, she's basically spending my birthday in Puerto Rico because, well, a friendly little police person just decided at the last second that she just didn't want to do it. It's like you have to get a police inspection after doing a million different things, and you have to do a police inspection. And because we didn't have an original wet stamp from the dealership, and instead we had an encrypted portal to pull the documents from, she just decided that wasn't good enough. She, it completely nonsensical. It's like, and that ruined everything, like literally ruined everything. And we talked to a lot of people that said, that just sounds like she was giving you a hard time. There were like 4 other people at the police department saying it was fine, but they called her Jefe, and I guess she was the boss. She was the one who makes all the final decisions, and I guess she just didn't like my wife. I don't know. So it sucks. I'm spending my birthday without my beloved, as she's out, trying to deal with the craziness that is Puerto Rico. So hopefully we're able to get that handled, over the next couple days. But anyway, I am here, trying to do a big birthday video, for my birthday. I am doing 3 paid segments in this video. First of which is HOKK. Now there are a couple, these are interesting, so take a look. Just because they're paid, I mean, it doesn't really mean anything. And I'm going to be doing my top 5 metaverse picks because I've been going through a lot of these tokens, and yeah, there are some really high value speculative shit coins, in my opinion. When I look through a lot of these altcoins and these metaverse tokens, I see a lot of stuff that it's almost like, I don't know how many of you remember, but back when, when like in 2017, 2018, I mean, there were companies that were changing their, I think there was a ketchup company or something that changed its name to Blockchain Ketchup or something, just because putting blockchain in the name would help their stock price. And I think they actually got in trouble for that, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you remember what I'm talking about. But I feel like now the new buzzword is going to be metaverse, since Facebook is changing its name to Meta and all this metaverse stuff is going on. There are a lot of companies that are ultimately looking to capitalize on that. And I think knowing that, you have to look at a lot of these different projects with a very just a cautious eye, because I think some of these companies are definitely just looking to cash in on the term, and their projects aren't very good, and they're just trying to say, hey, we're a metaverse token, buy us because it's going up. And in some cases that does work, but on a speculative level that doesn't really mean very much, and it doesn't last. And so my top 5 list is primarily about metaverse projects that have stood the test of time already, that were early, that have developed a lot. They're still going strong, still growing, and have endless potential. And so that's what this video is about today. But the first segment is HOKK. And so we're going to touch on this because they paid me to. And so we're going to go over that, and then we're going to get to some really good stuff. And then we're going to get to a couple other projects that I think you're probably going to like, because they're both metaverse based projects. So I'm digging that. So HOKK Finance transforms to enter the Asian and African markets to compete with Doge and Shiba Inu. basically they're trying to capitalize on the new this meme token market, which is obviously treating Dogecoin and Shiba Inu and several others very, very well, even though everybody knows like these tokens are truly speculative instruments. I mean, and really nothing more. It's almost like a pet rock NFT. I mean, it doesn't really serve any purpose other than, how much value it could get to. But these guys are looking to try and do something a little different, a little bit more. As part of the restructure, HOKK Finance also launched HOKK across 3 blockchains simultaneously: Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and Huobi Eco Chain, which that's even a new one on me. I didn't even know Huobi made their own chain. So that shows how long I've been out of the loop. Things move so fast. With an enormously reduced supply and exciting new tokenomics to reward holders. Additionally, a customized bridge was created in order to equalize pricing of HOKK tokens across all 3 chains. So basically, so that you're not going to get one chain's token that's worth 10 cents and another chain's token that's worth 25 cents. They're trying to keep it balanced amongst all the chains. That's smart. You get a lot of arbitrage stuff that way, and ultimately you get some frustrated holders, depending on what's happening. The core components of the HOKK Finance transformation is their portal, HOKK Fi, an all-in-one decentralized financial ecosystem where a user will be able to access financial products that they would use in their everyday lives. Let's just call it HOKK Fi, okay? Let's call it HOKK token. HOKK Fi will give users several features, including the ability to send and receive money through its remittance service, invest in DeFi projects, donate to eco-conscious companies, buy NFTs, and even stake and receive their pensions in Ethereum. A huge move by HOKK to disrupt the pension industry. The full list of products can be found on hokk.finance/products. So you'll find that link here below in the description, along with the disclaimers and everything else. One of the most exciting parts of the transformation is that HOKK Finance will be setting up physical headquarters in both Singapore and Dubai, appointing a world-class board of advisors and establishing the proper licensing with the necessary authorities, all in order to make the project a first mover in the meme market. In addition to their global strategy, HOKK Finance is seeking to enter the Asian and African market, complying with regulators to give users direct access to HOKK-Fi, opening a world of opportunity for current crypto evangelists and the next crypto generation. HOKK Finance plans to hire several new strategic people over the coming 12 months. So let's just take a look at their project here. Those were basically some of the key points they had offered. Financial products for your everyday life. Our vision is to build an inclusive financial system, empowering you with the products you need to send, spend. So this is all cool. I want to see what the price is right now. Let's see, where is it? Where you at? Nobody ever links. They have all the social links, which is cool, but nobody ever links to some of the other stuff that I need. Like, let's see here. I want to take a peek. Okay. Oh, okay. So, all right. So, Hokkaido Inu, I guess it's up 10.2%. Currently trading at about a penny. And let's see what the okay, so it's heading on the upside. It's funny because so many of these projects, the trading volume is pretty low though. It's currently only, $567,000. You could probably get in and out. Let's take a look at some of the other metrics here. All-time high is 3 cents, so it's down 62% from its high of November 14. Okay, a lot of stuff has come down, and generally speaking, from what I've seen, so there's no circulating or total supply, max supply. Where's all that info? That's what I really like to see. Okay, I'm not sure. Here's their medium. Now available on Binance Smart Chain. I mean, it's trading at a penny, but that's cool because you can get a whole bunch of them pretty cheap. It's obviously not as cheap as like the Shiba Inus and all that, but they have like quadrillion tokens in circulation. There's so many tokens for like Shiba Inu and these others. I'm guessing that if it's trading at a penny right now and it's up 10%, the total supply is significantly less than Shiba Inu or even Dogecoin. So we'll have to wait and see. I don't know why that information's not on here. I wonder if Coin Market, let's see if it's on Coin Market Cap. I'm doubting it, but we'll see. Fully diluted market cap. Market cap of 50 million, so it's a low cap token, which generally means there's a lot of opportunity. Max supply is 10 billion. So that makes sense. Okay, so trading at 1.2, Coin Market Cap, again with the win for having information that you actually need. CoinGecko is pretty cool, but Coin Market Cap. Price change, 24-hour low high. Okay, so it was a fraction of a penny. It was just crossed over. Trading volume. Now, Coin Market Cap has the trading volume over the last 24 hours is almost $741 million worth. So that's interesting, but we're getting some flags here. Market dominance, not much. Market rank, 3,415. So this could potentially be a really cool opportunity for people to, if you just have a little bit, you know, like, I just want to have some fun and see what happens. What's this other? The only thing that I think is going to make things a little more difficult is when you're talking about a speculative meme coin. Hokkaido Inu is much more difficult to say than Shiba Inu or Dogecoin. I tell people this all the time from a branding perspective. The easier it is to say, the easier it is to remember. And those play a significant role, I think, in, well, really just about any kind of market or industry you're in. Crypto crow, you know, it's like I could name myself something long and crazy and try and be all unique with it, or keep it simple. But generally the whole thing is keep it simple, stupid, right? So, but this could still be a good opportunity. I don't know. Okay. This isn't necessarily a review. This is more of just a paid segment to give these guys some exposure, let people know what they're doing, what they're up to. And you know, I think here's the thing at this point in the crypto market, especially when everything's on a downtrend or has been on a bit of a downtrend lately, when things turn around, it's very likely that this is going to go up too. So if its high was 3 cents, was that what I was seeing here? Price change 24 high. Where's the all-time high? Well, I had it on here. Let's take a look. Year to date. Okay, so it looks like the all-time high was 4 cents. So even if it just got back to its original all-time high, which was last month, the 13th. So this has dropped in. Yeah, this is okay. So this has fallen quite a bit during this whole downtrend we've been experiencing. So if it just went back up, I mean, costs a penny to get in, you turn it into 4. I mean, I don't know, how easy do you think it'd be to double or triple your money when the market starts really pumping again? I'd say, you know, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some idiot on the internet. But it looks like there could be some possibilities here. Fully diluted market cap of 125 million. So yeah, I mean, it might be worth checking out, especially if you just like trading meme coins. The thing of it is that so we're creating the future of money today for the children of tomorrow. I get that. That's cool. But you know, a lot of these meme tokens have really no uses. I mean, the whole point of it is people like the idea of buying millions of something for nothing. And that's really the get, right? It's not about any kind of fundamentals. It's not about any technology. It's like, okay, I get that there's like quadrillions of these things, but if it just goes up to this much, I'll be rich. And so it's basically like selling a dream. And I'm not saying that that's what HOKK is doing. I'm just saying that primarily when you're talking about these meme tokens, that's what makes them successful. That's what drives their market. It's people going out, spending $100 or $1,000, getting 5 million of these tokens and saying, if it just gets to a penny, because when it comes to fractions of a penny in crypto, It's that possibility. And if enough people believe it, well, it could potentially become its truth. And so you just never really know. And then when other big wigs like Elon and some of these other people, they jump on board with their clout and their popularity and their reach, and they say similar things, well, that just builds faith and builds trust in the potential of these. Even though I think in a lot of cases, Elon just likes to troll. Leveraging community to build an inclusive financial ecosystem. We are a decentralized, autonomous organization where all major decisions are voted on by the community that use our governance token, HOKK community, comprised of both investors and customers. HOKK Finance provides competitive financial products, helping create the financial freedom they desire. The community votes and gives their suggestions on the brand's direction. The foundation director, Singapore. Singapore is actually, from what I understand, the truest form of democracy in the world right now. So, when you're talking about, you could talk about, or not democracy, sorry, technocracy. I think it's Sweden is the truest form of democracy. Singapore is the polar opposite of that. Singapore is more of a technocracy, where basically there's no elected officials, there's no politicians, so to speak. It's just a panel of wizards and warriors and scientists and everybody, and they make all the decisions for the communities. Whether that's good or bad, I mean, they seem to be doing okay, but we'll see. What is meme utility? The new age of finance includes currencies based off memes that will become legitimate ways to conduct commerce. We believe that by leading the financial market in fun and creative ways to send, spend, and invest your money, HOKK Finance will be the future of money for the next generations that will be born into crypto banking. So here's the thing. I agree a lot. Any of this is possible. Where's this roadmap? Phase 1 complete. Price tracker listings, decentralized exchange listings. There's so many companies that have launched tokens that when I see remittance and I'm thinking, okay, I mean, isn't it all, in a way, it's all kind of like a remittance token to some degree. Phase 4, the DAO governance structure. I mean, they say phase 4, but there's no like dates or like timelines. Okay, so we're on phase 3 now, which is the website. Legal entity, which is obviously a big thing. Utility token, utility feature, and HOKK audit. So that's happening now. And then phase 4, swap version 2, advisor appointment entity, appointment of executive management. Phase 5, product development, initiate, build, and execution. So you're talking, I mean, I'm assuming this is going, into mid 2022. So here's the question. When I look at a project like this, I think to myself, okay, what's the value now? What do I think it could potentially get to in, January, February? Because here's the thing, it doesn't really matter. Like the time, like long-term timelines right now to me don't mean as much. They do for fundamental projects that are really changing the game, or it's like an infrastructure project, because that's the stuff that's going to help it maintain its value through the bear market. But a lot of these, especially meme tokens, a lot of the success on these meme tokens basically come from extreme pumps and extreme dumps and the ability to make a big chunk of cash with very little in a short period of time. I mean, that's just how I look at a lot of these. But these guys are looking to try and say, hey, we're not just a meme. We're creating this meme token because we want to compete with the others out there, but we want to add more functionality. We want to add more fundamental use cases and things of that nature. And we're gonna have a system of governance by which, the holders and everybody involved in it are going to be able to vote on what happens next. So I like that. That's cool. And it could be a really fun project. I mean, you can get in for a penny. I mean, it's, that sounds pretty good to me. It's on decentralized exchanges, of course, 1inch, Uniswap, and HOKK Finance, and on centralized exchanges such as BitTrue. I like BitTrue. I like, that's the only one. LA Token, I never got into much. There are about maybe 5 or 6 exchanges that I actually kind of like. Some of them I don't even use anymore because of XYZ, but, I've had some good experiences with many. Ethereum chain, BSC, and HOKK chain. So these are the statistics on each of the different blockchains. Daily automatic rewards 4,500 in the past. This is, of course, Ethereum chain 8,500. And then daily automatic rewards on their HOKK chain is NA right now. So yeah, I mean, check it out if that interests you. I know this is probably a little longer than expected, but I wanted to be fairly thorough. The team, it's not a lot on the team yet, so maybe keep your eye on it, bookmark the site, see if they're doing anything you like. And that's HOKK Finance. There'll be a link below in the description along with the disclaimer. And always do your own research. Make sure you never just buy stuff because other people are talking about it. You want to go and you want to feel something. If you like the mission, if you like the fundamentals, if you like the team, if there are things about the project that drive you to want to hold the token, do what you want. I'm just here to let you know it exists. So that's HOKK Finance token. Check it out, and hopefully it treats you well. Now, we're going to move on to my top 5 list. Here we are, 20 minutes in. I'm going to have to time code this video for sure. The top 5 Metaverse projects, drum roll. Okay. Now, this isn't in any particular order. Okay. This really isn't. These are just projects that I have seen, I've watched over the years now, that I believe have true fundamental value to the metaverse, not just pump and dump crap that, has the name Metaverse attached to it. All right. So first on my list, I actually just got off a call with somebody from this team. This is MetaHero. And this, I haven't seen many people talk about, maybe one or two. And I'm not sure why it's not blowing up all over the place, because this, to me, is going to be the conduit to just about everything else you see. Okay. The gateway into the metaverse. This is an ultra HD meta scanning technology. This is basically, think of it like a wireframe egg. Okay. And you're going to go and you're going to pay like a couple $100 in hero tokens. And you're going to scan yourself in like 4K resolution. And then that is going to be an NFT. That NFT is going to be, I mean, there's a little video here. I'll play it with the audio off while I'm talking. I guess I have to do it. So I'll play that in the background while I'm talking. But you're going to scan yourself. And this is ultimately going to be a way to NFT yourself into an asset, a tradable asset, and a usable asset for game development, things for the medical field. There are so many applications to this technology outside of just basically scanning yourself into a virtual world. I think this is going to help, think of, for me, I have a really difficult time buying clothes. I can go scan myself into this and have an exact measurement of my entire body. And I can then send that data to a clothing store and say, here are my measurements. I need clothes to fit. There are going to be so many different applications to this, even in the medical realm. And I honestly, here's what I'm seeing a lot about metaverse technology. Number one, I'm seeing that the technology is still, it's still so new. Like, we're laying the groundwork for a future that I don't think any of you have pondered yet. And I was thinking about a lot of this stuff recently, and I'm just like, what we're doing today is truly going to echo in eternity, because we are ultimately laying the groundwork for an entirely new universe. And I had this whole thing and I didn't write it down. Sometimes I have these trains of thought. I get into these, these little brain fart zones. And I think to myself, man, I need to write this down. And it's always when I'm in a place that I can't write anything down. Typically it's in the car. Honestly, it's typically in the car. Create your own 3D avatar, scan and create 3D NFTs. So you'll be able to scan your pets. You'll be able to scan like your favorite, whatever you got, you'll be able to scan it and turn it into an NFT. Use the hero token to transact. This is what it looks like. This is basically like a giant egg. Now, I was actually interested because they were talking about doing some franchise opportunities, and apparently that's still a thing, but it's probably not going to happen until like 2022, and more likely than not later in 2022, because the company itself is obviously going to try and go after the best, most populated markets. And because I was like, hey, I call dibs on Miami, and they're like, yeah, I think we're going to be putting our company owned scanner in Miami, but there are other cities around there. And I'm like, yeah, of course there are. So, we'll see, but I really do like this project on a multitude of levels. I just think this is going to be absolutely nuts. This is going to be the next big craze, because what's going to happen on social media even is this is going to become one of those things where if you're not scanned in, you're not cool. If you're not scanned in, you're not, whatever. And they're going to use the token. So circulating supply right now is at 4.695 billion tokens rather, sorry. Total supply is 9.7. Now, there are a lot of things that the team of this is doing. Obviously, Robert Gren, founder and CEO, this guy's a sharp tack. Apparently, he obviously found some significant success in code-wise, and he's invested this is basically privately funded, which is another reason why I like this project. Apparently, there really are no venture capitalists involved, which anytime I see venture capitalists involved with a project, I know that those VCs are waiting for the opportunity to dump at significant profit on the heads of the rest of the world. This is privately funded, which makes me feel like it's that much safer. Potentially, you never know, 100,000%, right? But it makes my investment feel safer. It makes me feel safer. I have actually offered to cover these guys on a more consistent basis in exchange for tokens, which I never really do. Because I really think this is going to be something, and I think this is going to go somewhere. The only downside to that is that, while fundamentally as a company, as a team, like all this stuff, all that sounds fantastic, but being so close to what I believe is going to be the peak of this next market, this is something that I'm looking at. I might invest in, maybe exit where I think the peak of the market is, wait, and then get back in during the bear market, and then ride that wave through 2025. Because this is the kind of company that they're laying the fundamentals down, and over the bear market, this is going to be one of those companies that absolutely blows the hell up in 2024 and 2025. Because by that time, it's likely going to be much more of a household name. Crypto be damned in the grand scheme of something like this, because Facebook is going to be carrying the torch for a lot of these metaverse-based projects. The cryptocurrency associated with them during a bear market isn't going to be that big a deal, but the overall utility is going to continue growing as they start implementing these little hubs in major cities. The first one apparently is going to be in Dubai. And I think they have a list. I think they were going to go with like 20, I don't know. They're going to be a lot of like corporate owned facilities where they're going to launch this. But I'll tell you, I want involved in this because a lot of the other projects I'm going to talk about in this video are solid. I mean, they're solid, and they're solid for a lot of reasons. Meta Hero, in my opinion, is going to be the big, it's like the power company that enables you to connect to the internet. Like without power, you're not going anywhere. And I think in a sense, Meta Hero is going to be like, if you want a representation of yourself, and on top of that, this is the other thing, if you scan yourself in, and a game development company decides they want to use your avatar instead of, paying, animators or paying developers or graphic artists, 3D artists, because it can get really expensive creating assets. So, they could go to somebody like Meta Hero and be like, we need to populate a game and we need everybody unique and we need like 1,000 models. Okay, when they work out a deal. The beauty of it is because all of this is going to take place on the blockchain, which means you're actually going to generate a revenue stream just by having scanned yourself in. And I think that they're doing something as well where like the first 1,000 people, I think it's the first 1,000, are actually going to get like $1,000 in hero tokens just for basically being the first adopters, the first to use the tech, the first to scan themselves in. So keep an eye on Meta Hero because I definitely see this going somewhere. Okay. If you look at, this is Lunar Crush. If you look at the statistics, it's currently trading at 10 cents. It's down 3.1% in a week. But I see this moving. Social volume is up 59%. Social engagement's up 31%. Yeah, if you go to Lunar Crush, you can see all the different people that are talking about it, the top trading pairs on different exchanges and things like that. So check it out, Meta Hero. I'm all about it. Next on my list, again, this isn't in any particular order. This is just my top 5. All right, so next on my list, and again, this is in no particular order, but to me, the Sandbox is where it's at. I do happen to have a little land here on the Sandbox. They're launching their alpha. Play the alpha and earn 1,000 sand plus 3 NFTs, open from November 29th to December 20th. So make sure you check this out. I have a 3x3 plot of land in this, and I am absolutely stoked to have it. Now, one of the things that I may very likely do during this bear market is develop my land to create some sort of place, because I think as the metaverse continues to grow, the Sandbox is just going to keep picking up steam, man. And this is the kind of world. Now, I've tried getting my daughters. I have 2 older daughters, 13 and 14, and I've been trying to get them involved in this. Because they love Minecraft. They love Roblox. They're super big into Roblox. I think there's another one like Toka Boca or something that my youngest daughter's like into. So they're into this kind of stuff. But I try to get my daughters. Now my youngest daughter's all about it, but she's still super young. And I've been trying to get my older daughters to care more about things other than just like TikTok and doing silly stuff. And so I tried to get them onto this, and I think it was just a little above their head still. Either that or they just weren't interested enough. Now, I thought my middle daughter, she would really get into this because she's more of a loner. She's more to herself. She's more about this kind of stuff. And so, we'll see. I really want to get my kids into this, though, because this is the kind of thing where the work you put into it, especially creating NFTs. You can buy assets, and you can also create assets and then sell them to other people that might want to use them when they're creating their lands, when they're creating little theme park properties and so forth and so on. And I'm super jazzed up about the Sandbox. And so, definitely want to check this out if you're not familiar with it, because I think this is just going to continue getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's currently trading at $4, which that's pretty solid if you ask me. A Galaxy score of 64. Social volume up 69%, social engagement up 100%, social contributors up 84%. The bullish sentiment is 74%. This is definitely something that is huge. I highly encourage you guys to check this out. The Sandbox, it is sandbox.game, and there'll be links in the description below. All right, next on the list is Decentraland. Now, this is something I actually got into Decentraland a bit, way early. And I love this project. I haven't gotten deep into it because there's so much stuff going on, but Decentraland it's mana token is what I'm talking about. Currently trading at 3.89, so almost $4, close enough. And I don't know what it is about Decentraland, but I just love it. I do. I love it. And I'm not sure. I'm still trying to figure out really where I want to spend the majority of my bear market time because I don't have any land in Decentraland yet. But I would really like to get some. And I have land in the Sandbox. And so, this isn't like Minecraft type graphics, which I actually really like. The virtual destination for digital assets, buy and sell land, estates. So you come into the marketplace, and I'm going to scour through this and see if there are any opportunities for me here. The thing of it is the Sandbox, I think, because of the pixel art graphics, I think it's easier, and it's going to be easier for younger people to get involved, to create the assets, to sell, to further expand the market. Whereas stuff like this is a lot more difficult, because you're talking about higher poly counts. You're talking about just, you know, I mean, if somebody really knows how to use like 3D graphic software and things, then great. They'll probably they'll do really well. The sandbox, on the other hand, they provide you, you know, I know they provide you with the software that you need, and you just click, you can create what you want. So, you know, I love it. I love it. I might spend some time in both of them. We'll just have to see. I don't know yet. Can't decide where to start. No, I can't. Help me. But if you're looking solely as an investment, this is something that has definitely stood the test of time. I mean, I don't even remember when these guys first launched. It might have been 2017. It could have been even before that. Let me take a look here. I gotta be 3 months required to. All right. Well, I don't have the access on Lunar Crush because apparently I'm not cool enough. But anyway, circulating supply 1.3 billion. 2.35 billion in trading volume, market cap of 5.17 billion. So this isn't early stage. Okay. I mean, this used to be super cheap, and it's done really well. I think it's going to continue to do well. And as we start get all of these projects, even though they're, you know, like this Mana is at almost $4, a lot of these projects are a higher dollar than obviously they were, you know, a couple years ago. But we're going to cycle again. And a big part of this video is about educating you on these projects that I think fundamentally are going to carry you through. Everything is going to take a hit when the market peaks. Everything. I don't care what it is. It's all going to take a hit. But there's definitely a lot of profit potential here between now and the peak of the market, especially after this dip, because everything's on a sale. Okay. So keep that in mind, and then you bookmark these sites. And here's the thing. What I would suggest you do, if you're looking at investing in metaverse projects, read all about them, play with the systems, play with the software, you know, get involved in these things you can create. And this tells you about the software for Sandbox. You can download the NFT creator. You can get Vox Edit. And all of that. Game Maker is going to help you create the land property, and you know, flesh it out with trees and all, you know, whatever the heck you want, whatever theme you want. Play with the tools. The easier it is for you to get in and create and be something in these game worlds, it's much more likely that is going to be the one that you likely do better at financially as an investment. Okay. Because if it's easy for you and you get sucked into it, chances are others will also. And so I think that's a big key metric. And one of the reasons why I'm like, what do I want to do? So far, I think Sandbox is going to be one of my number ones as I move through. But Decentraland, I hold some Decentraland, not a whole lot. I bought like Decentraland. I think it was one of the first projects I invested into when I got into crypto. I never got rid of it. It's still on a wallet. I have to find the wallet. But anyway, so keep an eye on Decentraland. Next on this list is Engine Coin. This has been a big deal for a long time, and I know that Engine Coin has a huge community of people. All these projects have significant communities, and you can do a lot with it. And I like Engine Coin primarily because it's not just like, okay, well, this is a metaverse land. You buy some land, you build some umbrellas, and you sell them to people. It's not just that. It's like basically a whole platform. I mean, it empowers you to do a lot of different things. Okay. And it has its own wallet, its own apps. It has a lot of different stuff. And I think a lot of this is going to really help different facets of the metaverse grow and expand. And it has, like I said, it has a huge user base already. And ultimately, I mean, the coin it's at $3.35. So, I mean, it also has grown quite a bit. Market cap $3.13 billion. I mean, I'm looking at numbers here I never even would have imagined when these first launched. So, you know, and we're still in kind of a bull market lull. We're in like a consolidation pattern to a large degree. So a lot of this stuff is going to take off even further. And so, you know, that being said, again, you know, take a look, dive a little deeper. You know, I don't want anybody investing in anything just because I'm talking about it right now. I want people, especially when it comes to metaverse projects, I want people to invest in projects that they absolutely love and believe in. They want to use. Using a product, using something is the sign of a good investment. you know, if it's something you can hold and that you appreciate and it adds value to your life, that the value it adds to your life is what's going to carry this through fundamentally into the future years of growth. That's my big thing. This isn't just about quick pump, like, oh, you know, buy this token, you're going to be a millionaire by, you know, next year. That's not what this is about. This is about fundamentally sound projects that I believe are going to do well and stand the test of time. As we move into the bear market, they're going to further develop. If you happen to catch a bag and maybe you don't get out at the peak of the market and you have to hold on to the stuff for a few years, these are projects that I feel safe to do that with. That's basically what this whole video is about. But yeah, check out Engine Token. I think you're going to like it. Next on the list, this has been to me, Phantasma Chain has been such an underdog in the market. And I don't really know 100% why. It's definitely been growing. It's been doing well. It's been seeing some steady growth. But these guys, the community is super passionate. I see them tagging me all the time. Like, when new update, Crow? When are you going to talk about our project? When are you? And it's like, here you go. Okay. Because the redesign of their website is fantastic. Also, by the way, I absolutely love the new design. I love how it all looks. But to try and go into Phantasma Chain for everything that it has to offer would take its own video. There's so much to this, but there's so much stuff that you can do. I just suggest you make yourself some lunch, get yourself a coffee, and go to phantasma.io and dive in. And set up your wallet, have some fun, explore the ecosystem gaming. I still have like a bunch of the I forget the name of the damn racing game. I'm surprised they're not through Pavilion. Basically here's what these guys do in a nutshell. These guys started off by working on some email applications and some other random things, right? And it's like, okay, that all sounds cool. And then they went and they did their token sale or whatever, and they did all right. But then they started branching off more and more into the gaming realm, and they've really established themselves, I think, in the gaming world, especially considering their Pavilion game hub connects to Steam. So basically, Steam game developers are able to think of it like Plutus for Cardano, right? It basically takes something that's not blockchain focused, but enables you to put it on the blockchain. And so the Pavilion Game Hub enables you to do that. You can take a game that wasn't created for the blockchain, you can connect it through Pavilion, do some API integrations, I guess. I'm not exactly sure how that works on a deep tech level, but then ultimately tokenize your game. And these guys have done a really good job. And there's a racing game with all these like NFTs associated with the different race cars and the rarities. And the game is sick. I'm like really actually kind of surprised I'm not seeing any reference to that. I guess because they're just trying to continue expanding beyond just some of the initial flagship stuff that they launched with. But definitely want to check out Phantasma. Like Soul Token is the big one. I really think you'll get a kick out of it. I think you're going to see a lot of stuff. Get tokens, gaming, non-fungible dApps, developers connect with us. Just check it out. Watch some of these videos. I think you're going to really like it. I mean, Phantasma to me seems like very much a passion project for nerds. And I mean that in the best way. I'm one of them. Okay. So check it out. And I definitely think I still have some Soul Token. I think it's honestly on a wallet I haven't even opened in quite some time. Between Puerto Rico and everything I've had going on, I haven't been sitting around studying a lot of this stuff. But there will very likely be individual videos for some of these projects in the future, depending on, if everybody likes this really long video, because this video is probably going to be like an hour and a half by the time it's done. But for those of you that like this video, let me know in the comments if you want me to expand upon some of these individual projects into more of a here's everything that it offers. Let me know, and I'll be happy to do that. Now, that's basically top 5. Now, as a running mention, basically something that I think actually looks pretty stinking cool, but isn't necessarily this isn't a project that it's not an infrastructure project. I mean, this is basically a game. But I thought this looked pretty stinking neat, man. and this is basically a game. It's obviously like a lot of the others where it involves NFTs and land and things like that. Play to earn revolution actually is a new type of game partially owned and operated by its players. Earn AXS tokens by playing and use them to decide the future of the game. Just check this out. I think it's super cute. I think it's cool. I think you'll get a kick out of it. I wouldn't even mind having some land in this to play with. It's just, for me, I really want to pick my one primary focus and build on that and then really expand on it. I think for me right now, it's still the sandbox, but we'll have to see. Okay. Now let's cover the final 2 paid segments that you might actually really get a kick out of. A fin. There's going to be, let me get to my notes on this. All right. So this is a fin. It's a fin.com. There'll be a link in the description with the full disclaimer and all that, or disclosure. What makes a fin unique? And I have to, okay. Play to earn, that's free to play. A play to earn metaverse that allows players to start playing and earning without any initial fee. Sustainable game economy, which is always a big deal. To ensure the rewards remain attractive to existing and new players in the long run, we found the solution to maintain a sustainable and growing game economy. Mobile geolocation based. Real world token utility. Users who earn Fin token do not have to convert into fiat currency to use in the real world. We provide special privileges and benefits when they pay in Fin. I love a hexagonal landmass. It takes me back to my old Battletech days when I was like I don't know, 12. I mean, I love a hexagonal map. But Nexus Land, I might actually get into this a little bit and play around. Because like I said, when I see and I think of like my mobile tactical games and all of that, but I really dig that. Clicking that doesn't do anything though, dang it. Buddies, each buddy is a non-fungible token and digital representation of character in the Nexus world. They are a collectible unit with attributes and properties, kind of like Pokemon, of course. Campaigns, there will be campaigns and activities in Nexus where, for example, Nexus characters, also known as buddies, will be planted at a shopping mall, which users may hunt through the augmented reality lens. Structures, users can build structures on their land in Nexus. These structures are digital representations of property in the virtual world. A Nexus structure has its own set of characteristics and can be purchased from the marketplace. Coming in 2022. Get ready to accumulate Fin tokens. Yeah, get ready. All right. Chances are, especially if this thing launches in the bear market, that's the only thing that kind of bothers me sometimes about projects when they're like, if you launch in the bear market, I mean, that's scary, because even when the bear market stops, it's like the peak bottom of the bear market is probably going to take a year and a half, maybe 2. And the way this market's been going, this has been an elongated market. So I don't even know how long this bull market's going to last. But I don't know. I don't see any official launch dates, and they didn't give me any of those in my notes. So I'm not 100%. Token sale plan IDO, launch pads 14 cents, pre-sales 8 cents, strategic partners 6 cents, private sale 5 cents, initials 2. So, I mean, that's their token sale plan IDO. There are a lot of videos based on the team. You might want to check those out and see if this is something you want to get involved in. I love the art styles. I love all of that stuff. So let me take a look at their pitch deck here real quick. See if I can get some more specific dates. Mobile play to earn. Metaverse. Okay. Play to earn, free to play. Geolocation, play to earn. Real world token utility. Sustainable game economy. The fundamental issue is that crypto adoption is that very few buy crypto for the purpose of using it and therefore continue to be speculative investments. I agree with that. A lot of people buy crypto based solely on, I'm going to buy this. It's going to go up in value. I'm going to sell it back into fiat. And there is going to be a day when that doesn't happen anymore. Once the banks and everybody get all their stuff situated with their own stable tokens, be they centralized, decentralized, whatever they come up with or finalize, the SDR, whatever, we're going to start going back and forth in and out of those instead of like USD or whatever. And ultimately, I do believe we're going to have some form of universal payment. I mean, we're going to have some form of universal token. So, we'll see. The metaverse, the Nexus world, I love how it's all in hex. And then benefits using Fin token, lifestyle, and real world. Closed loop economy. Nexus world. I mean, really, like, I haven't seen this, but if this really looks that good, mobile pay to earn universe with a digital layer that's mapped to the real world where users can explore, play, and earn through quests, events, and activities based on their geolocation. Visit landmarks, ways to earn in the Nexus, collect buddies, campaigns, quests, and events, Nexus virtual land. This looks sweet, man. Augmented reality activities, campaigns in the Nexus, where, for example, we will announce that 20 wildlife buddies will be attacking a shopping mall this weekend. Users who help capture them will earn Fin tokens, while the who capture the green dino will win a trip to Paris. Okay, digital layer of hexagon grids, covering the entire Earth's surface where users may buy, own, develop, and monetize the land. Purchases only available with Fin tokens. Value of the Nexus land. Income, earn a percentage of all Fin rewards that take place on the owner's land. I mean, a lot of these new applications with the virtual land and stuff, they're all acting very much like Entropia Universe. I mean, that's exactly what made Entropia Universe what it is in a real cash economy. Lifestyle platform. Users can enjoy special privileges, benefits, and access to exclusive products and services from our merchant partners when they utilize Fin within the ecosystem. I want to try this. I want to mess with it. I want to play with it. I want to see it. All this stuff looks great. I mean, this all looks great to me. Fin token allocation. Total supply of 1 billion tokens. So quite a bit. 113 million tokens in reserve. 102 million for marketing. 10 million is the initial. You got 30 million in seed, 80 million in private. So there, you got a lot of tokens that went out. So you're talking about all of these. So 100, 30, 210, 240, about 300 million. So, maybe 30% of these tokens are basically being used for building the business, establishing partnerships, programming, things like that, which means ultimately they may very likely have to sell them to get the capital to pay people. 20 million on Launchpad, founders, teams, and advisors, 180 million tokens. So 18% of that is just being held by the developers. So, pre-sales 8 cents, Launchpad's at 14 cents, and these are all to be announced. So if I were you, if you're interested in this, I would bookmark the site. I would stay up on what they're doing, what they're building, what they're launching and when, how you're able to get the tokens, all of that stuff. But I am actually kind of impressed. I want to see the actual application. I want to see this in action. And honestly, I mean, who knows? We'll see what the overall adoption is, and you might see some Crowland in here somewhere. So we'll have to see. But yeah, I dig it. Coming in 2022, I'll be waiting. A Fin, check it out, afin.com. Last on my list of this is the third paid segments. This is Crypto Crow's birthday video, folks. I'm doing multiple paid segments so that I can afford to buy myself an airsoft rifle for fun. I think I'll do okay in this video. But anyway, this is the Winkyverse, the first global educational games metaverse powered by the Winkies. That's actually pretty funny. Mainbot is existing French company since 2017 and has its ready product Winky Robot that teaches kids about robotics, programming, and AI. Okay, so this is automatic. This is right off the bat something I might get my daughter to check out. I got my daughter it's funny, this is true. I bought this book called Python Programming for Kids because I thought it might be a good way for me to just passively kind of pick up on it. And I ended up giving it to my daughter to see if she might want to try it and then she could teach me, because I was just so busy with so much stuff and I really want to learn. But I thought, I want my kids to get in development. I want my kids to like, and you know, they're probably not. I mean, you know, my oldest daughter, she's going to be a shark of some kind. I don't know what. She's such a hustler. And you know, she's already had like a makeup line and she's all about that kind of stuff, fashion and everything. That's cool. My middle daughter, I'm not sure what she wants to do or what she's going to do. You know, I know she's into these games and things. So I for whatever reason, I could see her being kind of techish, but I'm not sure. My youngest daughter, you know, she wants to do all kinds of stuff. I mean, she's got a million things that she's into. So I just don't know what to say other than I want to try and get them into some of this. I want them to at least understand the technology behind a lot of it. So education and gaming metaverse, children may play most of the games in real life with Winky Robot. Not only is it much more fun for children to play with a companion, but they also don't need a screen to learn and play. Games have educational value and allow children to learn something useful. That's pretty cool. Combining robotics, artificial intelligence, programming, gaming, and augmented reality and blockchain technology, the Winkyverse is at the crossroads of several multi-billion-dollar markets. Continues to increase the number of gamers, and around 75% of online game players want to exchange their virtual assets for currency that they can use to buy and sell on other platforms. Winkyverse, Winky Play, Winky Maker. Let's just dive in because there's a lot of different stuff on here. Pay for one-time entry fee for lifetime access to the Winkyverse. All right. Okay, backed by top investors and advisors. I'm not either yet. This is just a paid segment, but this looks pretty cool. 5,000 clients across Europe. Over 250 media releases in major media available at all major French retailers. So they're obviously trying to open this up to more people. Is this... Wait a minute. Sebastian Bourget, I'm assuming? I don't know. When I hear French, I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce names. Hope I'm right. Get your Winkies. Round 3 is live. There's a minimum ticket. There's only 13 days left. So you can buy Winkies if you want. Check out the media releases. I'm trying to think, is this a physical bot? I'm trying to find this thing. This is my first visit. I already have an account. I'm seeing in this video. Let's look at this video because I want to know what's happening.
Welcome to the Winkyverse. The Winkyverse is the first global education games metaverse. Let me tell you a bit more about our background. Winky was born 4 years ago at École Polytechnique, the best engineering school in France. And since then, it has already been adopted by thousands of families across Europe to teach their kids about programming, robotics, and artificial intelligence. Winky quickly became a media sensation in France. With the help of world-class investors, advisors, partners, and a team of 25 game and education experts, we are now ready to take education to the next level. On Winky Play, players will have access to hundreds of educational and fun games developed by top video game editors. From English to mathematics, through artificial intelligence and robotics, it will be possible to learn any topics in a fun and engaging way. On Winky Maker, creators, artists, and players will use a 3D drag-and-drop editor to create their own custom versions of Winky robots. Artists and creators will be able to turn their creations into NFTs and sell them in one click on various marketplaces. Winkiverse is a unique 3D open world where players can play, create, and monetize their own games and creations. So, are you ready to join the Winkiverse? Get your Winkies before it's too late.
I really want one of these. I really think that's cool. I really think that's cool. I want one of those damn robots. How do I get one? I don't see any links anywhere to get one of those things. Can you only get them in France? Like, is this like that is super, super cool. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what to say other than I want one of those. I would love to see my daughter playing with one of these things and learning from it. Read the light paper. That's so cool. The Winkiverse, the global education games metaverse powered by the Winkies. Learn, create, play, and connect. This is stinking cool. And you know, it's funny because when this first came in and I was looking at the website yesterday, and I'm thinking, I've seen this before. Like, I've seen this. I thought, are they ripping off? Like, are they ripping off like another company or what? No, this is apparently okay. I mean, it all makes sense, but I'm like, this is stinking cool. So basically they had this AI bot, this robot, physical toy type thing. And now they've tokenized it and they're putting it on the blockchain and expanding its use case. I think this is freaking great. Pay the one-time fee for lifetime access to the Winkiverse. Pay for in-game purchases and avatars, customizations. Purchase premium games. Purchase Winky Play premium subscription and get early access to the new games. The Winkies are the digital currency of the Winkiverse ecosystem. It's an ERC20 token based on the Ethereum blockchain. I get that. Funds allocation, third-party editors, Winkiverse development. Marketing and branding, distribution. Max supply, 7.5 billion tokens. Vesting in Cliff. Team 12 months, vesting 48 months. I mean, everything looks, I mean, from what I see, everything looks cool, but man, Ethereum, come on. Mainbot closes a funding round. That's May of 2021, October 11, 2020. Launch of our collection of 12,111 unique NFTs for October 4th. The Winkies digital currency public sale, which is basically what's happening now. And we're on the 22nd, so there's like 8 days left. If you're trying to get involved, go take a look, do your research, and find out if this is something that you think is going to grab some more attention. Personally, I love the application. I love the idea of this thing. The only thing that I don't see and I don't understand is like, how do I get a robot? I don't think you have to have it. I think that's the point. Because it's all like a digital world or whatever. But yeah, I would like to have one of these robots. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you find it. I'm going to keep looking myself. I think this looks cute. I really dig it. And so we'll see what happens. But anyway, yeah, I mean, thanks to my sponsors for today's video, my birthday video, getwinkies.com, Affin, more fun together. Absolutely. Affin.com and, HOKK. It's not HOKK. HOKK Finance. I'm seeing HOKK here in the title here. Hokkaido Inu. Again, I would just call it HOKK. Like that would be a lot. HOKK Inu is a lot. I think that would be a lot catchier. So I'm going to call it HOKK Inu and, and leave it at that because I think that'll be more beneficial to everybody. But check out my sponsors. I mean, some cool stuff. I mean, even though they're paid segments, some cool projects that I think everybody would be interested in. You've got my top 5 and Meta Hero. Man, if I can get involved with these guys, I definitely plan to. The Sandbox, check it out. Decentraland, Engine Coin, Phantasma Chain, and Axie Infinity. So thanks for joining me today. It's Monday. Enjoy the rest of the week, or until I see you next, which is hopefully sooner than later. But we'll have to see. I need to find some more cool stuff that gets me going a little bit. So until next time, guys, thanks for joining me. I am the Crypto Crow, and I'll see you again soon.